All right, so let's look at another more interesting example of finding area between two curves. Here we want to say, let's find the area bounded by the graphs of these two functions here. Right? So the first things first, I think, whenever you're doing a problem like this, is you want to graph the situation, see what's really going on here. So let's go ahead and graph that. I have this graph actually prepared. That one. There we go. All right, so here's the graph of these two. So that area that we're looking for here is actually this highlighted area in between the two functions. So we can see in this region here, f of x is on top, g of x is on the bottom, right? F of x is the blue one here. So the next question is, well, okay, how do we find the bounds for our integral then? Right? We know we have to integrate f minus g, but, how do I decide, what a and b are basically? Well, all we have to do here is say, well, what's the very left edge and what's the very right edge of my shape? The very left edge is here, and the very right edge is here. So we just need to find those x values. Right? So we're just looking for, well, where do the two graphs cross at? What are the x values of that? And if you remember, all that means is, well, we're trying to say, when does f of x equal g of x? Right? In that case, we have 2 minus x squared equals x. Right? So to solve this, we move everything to one side. To keep things simple, I'm actually going to move everything to the right here. This will be x squared plus x plus 2. All right? And so we can factor this. This is x plus 2, x minus 1. Sorry, x plus 1. Sorry, no, it is minus 1. I just messed up in the earlier line. Arithmetic is hard. Sorry, when we subtract that 2 over, this will be a minus sign. Okay, so now we have those, and this is going to tell us, well, here, x is negative 2, here, x is 1. And if we check that with our graph, this tracks pretty well. X is 1 here, x is 2 here. Excellent. So that means the area will be the integral here from negative 2 to 1 of the top function, which is 2 minus x squared, minus the bottom function, which is x. All right, so let's simplify this integrand a little bit here so we can compute it. This will be 2 minus x squared minus x dx. So compute this integral, and we're going to get 2x minus 1/3 x squared minus 1/2 x from negative 2 to 1. Now plug all this stuff in. 2 minus 1/3 minus 1/2 minus. I feel like I lost a cubed somewhere. Here. And a square somewhere. There. All right. These are all still good. All right, so here we have 2 times negative 2, which is minus 4. Minus 1/3 times negative 2 cubed. Minus 1/2 times negative 2 squared. All right. So here, this is 2 minus 5/6. So that's going to be 7 over 6. And then minus, what do we got going on in here? This is negative 4. This is plus 8/3. And this is minus 2. All right. So let's see. We got 7 over 6 minus, this is negative 6 plus 8/3. So minus 10/3. So this is going to be 27 over 6. Or 9 over 3. Or 9 over 2, sorry. All right. That looked good. Hope I got that right. and over 2. Awesome. All right. And that's about all there is to that kind of problem there. Just, again, figure out what the top is, figure out what the bottom is, figure out where you start and end your integral, and that's basically all there is to it.